Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into some of the most mind-blowing planetary phenomena that could exist in our universe. From planets entirely covered in lava to those trapped in never-ending eclipses, let's explore these fascinating possibilities. We're talking about worlds so extreme, so bizarre, they make Tatooine look like a walk in the park. But here's the thing about the universe. Just because we can imagine it, doesn't mean it doesn't exist somewhere out there. So buckle up, space cadets. Let's fire up the imagination engines and journey into the heart of these cosmic curiosities. Picture this, a planet, glowing angrily red in the inky blackness of space, its surface a churning, bubbling ocean of molten rock. No land, no islands, just an endless expanse of liquid fire. Could such a hellscape actually exist? Well, the universe is a big place, and it loves to break its own rules. So let's talk about what it would take to create such a fiery inferno. First, you'd need a planet with a serious case of the volcanic jitters. We're talking eruptions on a scale that would make Krakatoa look like a child's sparkler. This volcanic hyperactivity could be driven by a number of factors: a super close orbit around its star, tidal forces from a massive nearby planet, or even radioactive elements decaying within its core. Whatever the cause, the result is a planet constantly spewing out molten rock from its fiery underbelly. But that's not all. To maintain a global lava ocean, you'd need an atmosphere, or lack thereof, that traps heat like a cosmic microwave. Think Venus on steroids. A thick atmosphere choked with greenhouse gases would prevent any heat from escaping, keeping the surface a toasty few thousand degrees. Now you might be thinking, Neil, wouldn't the lava eventually cool down and solidify? And you'd be right, in most cases. But remember those volcanic shenanigans we talked about? They're not just for show. These eruptions constantly replenish the surface with fresh, hot magma, keeping the lava flowing like a cosmic fondue pot. Of course, finding such a planet would be like finding a needle in a galactic haystack. But hey, that's what makes the search for exoplanets so exciting. Every telescope pointed at the sky is another chance to discover a world stranger and more wonderful than we ever imagined. And who knows, maybe out there, somewhere in the vast cosmic ocean, a planet of fire is just waiting to be discovered. A planet where the sun never sets, and the rocks themselves flow like water. It's a mind-boggling thought, isn't it? We humans love to categorize things, hot or cold, day or night, cats or dogs. But the universe, well, the universe doesn't really care for our neat little boxes. Take, for example, the possibility of a planet with two completely different climates on each hemisphere. Imagine a world where one side is a lush, tropical paradise, teeming with life, while the other is a frozen wasteland, locked in an eternal winter. Sounds like something out of a science fiction novel, right? But believe it or not, there are a few ways this kind of planetary Jekyll and Hyde scenario could actually play out. One possibility is a planet with an extreme axial tilt. You see, Earth's seasons are caused by our planet's tilt on its axis, which causes different hemispheres to receive varying amounts of sunlight throughout the year. Now imagine a planet tilted so dramatically that one pole always faces its star, while the other remains shrouded in darkness. On the star-facing side, you'd have perpetual daylight, scorching temperatures, and maybe even a runaway greenhouse effect. Think Venus, but only on one side. Meanwhile, the dark side would experience an endless night, freezing temperatures, and perhaps even a frozen atmosphere. Talk about extreme weather. Another way a planet could develop two distinct climates is through its atmospheric composition. Imagine a planet with a thick atmosphere that's concentrated primarily on one hemisphere. This could be due to a variety of factors such as volcanic activity, a giant impact, or even the gravitational influence of a nearby star. This unevenly distributed atmosphere could create a stark temperature difference between the two hemispheres. The side with the thicker atmosphere would trap more heat, leading to a warmer climate, while the side with the thinner atmosphere would be colder. You could even end up with a situation where one side is habitable while the other is completely inhospitable. And then, there are geographical features. Imagine a planet with a massive mountain range that effectively divides it in two. One side of the mountains could be bombarded by rain and wind, creating a lush, rainforest-like environment, while the other side remains dry and barren, starved of moisture. The possibilities are truly endless, and that's what makes the search for exoplanets so incredibly exciting. We're constantly discovering new and unexpected worlds, each one a testament to the universe's boundless creativity. And who knows, maybe one day we'll find a planet that truly embodies the phrase "two sides of the same coin." Here on Earth, we're used to the ebb and flow of the tides. Twice a day, like clockwork, the ocean rises and falls, pulled by the gravitational dance between our planet and the moon. But out there, in the vast cosmic ballet, there might be planets where the tides are anything but ordinary. Planets where the oceans rise not in feet, but in miles. Imagine standing on the shore of such a world, the ground trembling beneath your feet as a wall of water, taller than any mountain on Earth, comes crashing down from the horizon. It's a scene straight out of a disaster movie, but on these planets, it's just another day at the beach. So, how could such extreme tides even be possible? Well, it all comes down to gravity, the invisible force that shapes the universe. You see, the strength of a tide depends on two main factors: the mass of the objects involved and the distance between them. On Earth, the moon's gravity is the primary driver of our tides. But now, imagine a planet orbiting much closer to its star, or one with a moon significantly larger than our own. In these scenarios, the gravitational forces at play would be significantly stronger, leading to tides of truly epic proportions. But it's not just the height of these tides that's so mind-boggling. The sheer power of these colossal waves would reshape the planet's surface, carving out massive canyons and cliffs, and depositing vast amounts of sediment across the land. It would be a world in a constant state of flux, its features sculpted by the relentless pull of gravity. Now, you might be thinking, Neil, wouldn't these extreme tides make the planet uninhabitable? And you'd be right, at least for life as we know it. The constant flooding and erosion would make it nearly impossible for any kind of complex life to gain a foothold. But then again, life is incredibly resilient, and it has a knack for finding a way to thrive in even the most extreme environments. Who knows? Maybe on these tidal behemoths, there exist creatures uniquely adapted to survive the constant deluge, riding the waves like cosmic surfers. The universe is full of surprises, and just when we think we've seen it all, it throws us a curveball. These planets with their miles-high tides are a perfect example of the incredible and often terrifying power of the cosmos, a reminder that we are but small specks of dust in the grand scheme of things. We take for granted the rhythm of day and night, the sun rises, the sun sets. It's the natural order of things. But imagine a planet where the sun never truly shines, a world locked in a perpetual twilight, shrouded in the shadow of a never-ending eclipse. Picture a planet, its surface dimly lit by the faint reddish glow of a distant star. The air is still, the silence broken only by the whisper of the wind. Overhead, a massive object, a moon or perhaps another planet, hangs motionless in the sky, its shadow cast eternally upon the land below. This is a world trapped in a never-ending eclipse, a cosmic quirk of orbital mechanics. You see, for an eclipse to occur, three celestial bodies, a star, a planet, and a moon or another planet, need to be in perfect alignment. On Earth, these alignments are fleeting, lasting only a few hours at most. But on this hypothetical world, the alignment is permanent. The planet, its moon, and its star are locked in a gravitational dance, their movements perfectly synchronized, resulting in a perpetual eclipse. The moon, acting as a cosmic shield, blocks out the star's light, casting the planet into an eternal twilight. Now you might be thinking, Neil, wouldn't a planet trapped in perpetual darkness be incredibly cold and lifeless? And you'd be right, at least based on our current understanding of life. Without the sun's energy to drive photosynthesis and warm the surface, such a world would be a frigid, desolate place. But then again, life is full of surprises. We've found organisms thriving in the deepest, darkest trenches of our oceans, surviving on hydrothermal vents and chemosynthesis. Who's to say that life couldn't find a way to adapt to the unique challenges of a world shrouded in eternal darkness? Imagine creatures that have evolved to see in the infrared, navigating by the heat signatures of their prey, or plants that have developed bioluminescence, creating their own light through chemical reactions. The possibilities are limited only by our imagination. The universe is a vast and mysterious place, and the more we learn about it, the more we realize how much we don't know. These planets trapped in never-ending eclipses are a testament to the incredible diversity of worlds that may exist out there, each one a unique and fascinating puzzle waiting to be solved. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating content about our universe. Let us know in the comments which planetary phenomenon you found the most intriguing. Remember, these are just a few of the countless wonders that might be lurking out there in the cosmic ocean. Keep looking up, keep asking questions, and never stop exploring the universe around us. Because the cosmos is full of surprises and you never know what mind-blowing discoveries await us just beyond the horizon. Keep those imaginations firing, my friends, and I'll see you in the next video.